We are just 3 short weeks away from the showcase of the Immortals. Welcome to an all-new edition of Thursday Night Fight Night, and the dead will rise tonight. But look at this, with Kenny Omega's dancers, we're feeling more than alive right now. So what a night we have on our broadcast. Kenny Omega and Rob Van Dam will kick off the show. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know at home, my name is Charlie Jacob Goldberg, your honor extraordinaire, and I will be leading you through the promised lands for what is supposed to be an incredible night of in-ring competition. Followed up by Kenny Omega and Rob Van Dam will be the continuation of our Women's Championship Tournament as Bianca Belair takes on Charlotte Flair. And this man is no queen, but let me tell you, he's a king. It's the best bout machine, Kenny Omega, as cool as the letter C, making his way to the ring here tonight. Kenny has made a lot of enemies in the locker room thus far since sneak attacking CM Punk in the Royal Rumble match, costing him his chance at winning the WWE Championship. Kenny Omega has not been a fan favorite either, as the fans have booed him like crazy. And with him going up against Rob Van Dam, a fan favorite here tonight, I don't expect anything different. Kenny Omega used to appeal to the fans. He used to do things in terms of what the fans wanted to do, but Kenny said, screw it. I'm going to do what's right for me in my best self-interest. And I guess attacking a megastar like CM Punk puts Kenny Omega on the headlines, puts Kenny Omega in the mainstream, and I understand why he did what he did. Anyway, Kenny Omega is in-ring competition. His Fight Night debut takes place right around now. Oh man, is it 4:20 already? It's Rob Van Dam. The kids will not get that reference, but the only reference you guys will need to know is from Paul Heyman, the founder of ECW, as this man has looked at Rob Van Dam from a microscope ever since his debut on the hardcore brand. Rob Van Dam, a former ECW champion, a former WWE champion, and he's proved to not only Paul Heyman, but to the rest of the wrestling world that he is one hell of an athlete. And oh my god, Kenny Omega, what? Can you expect anything less of this man? Kenny Omega sneak attacks Rob Van Dam right before their match again. Come on! The fans obviously aren't into this. Nobody else is into this. Kenny Omega doing what's best for him, as I mentioned, as he's setting up for the V-trigger, but Van Dam gets out of harm's way. RVD brings Kenny outside the ring, and he puts him down. Spear to the gut of Omega. Rob Van Dam, that did not faze that man. And Rob Van Dam looks to fly. Rob Van Dam, a hardcore legend, a cruiserweight legend, a flying legend. You name it, Rob Van Dam's great at it. And that heel kick was grade A material. RVD now brings Kenny up. It was 3 weeks ago that CM Punk said, Kenny, after you attacked me at the Royal Rumble, I will do whatever it takes in my power to get vengeance on you. However, Kenny didn't take this threat seriously. It was the Good Brothers versus Rob Van Dam and CM Punk 2 weeks ago on our show, where Kenny attacks both men after the matchup, as RVD just attacked Kenny Omega with a beautiful one-handed axe handle off the top rope onto the outside. Anyway, with that, CM Punk is lurking in the distance, and I'm sure he's watching this matchup somewhere very closely, keeping a stern eye on both his former tag partner and Kenny Omega. Oh man, and Rob Van Dam now went for a leg drop, didn't get all of it, but it looks painful nonetheless, as there we go, a leg drop onto the apron. This reminds me of The Undertaker. One of Undertaker's many signature patent maneuvers was the leg drop onto the apron, as he will be live on the show tonight. RVD goes for the first pinfall of this matchup, and Kenny Omega kicks out at number 1, looking to be number 1 here tonight. Oh man, as Van Dam counters Omega's attempt at a move. He drops down. He went for what looked to be a monkey flip, But oh man, got caught in a vicious dragon screw suplex. That meeting of the minds by Omega and Van Dam did not turn into the favor of RVD. Oh, and now Omega with the clothesline and another one. Omega ducks down and hits Van Dam with a super kick. Rob Van Dam gets out of harm's way as Kenny Omega gloats at Van Dam, but there's the monkey flip. Back first goes Kenny Omega onto the canvas. It was ECW One Night Stand where Rob Van Dam was a major fan favorite as he defeated John Cena in what was an incredible night of action. And in that night, Van Dam was coronated as WWE and ECW champion. Can he have the same level of success that he saw at that pay-per-view after a victory over Omega? If he kicks out of that pinfall, his chances of that much success are still intact, and he does. Anyway, Kenny Omega looks to be setting up for something vicious. And perhaps he wants to leave early. Kenny Omega doesn't get paid by the hour as he looked to go for a V-trigger, but Van Dam countered. Rob Van Dam now. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute! Sunset flip power bomb onto the outside. Kenny Omega, that isn't going to feel good in the morning. Rob Van Dam slams Omega into the barricade twice. And now, oh, a third time back first into the barricade. Rob Van Dam, a very technically gifted and smart wrestler. A big brain man, as I like to say, as he's attacking one part of his opponent's body, that being the back, the spine of Kenny Omega. Remember, RVD's signature maneuver is the frog splash, which really the momentum of Van Dam not only hurts your stomach, but the splash hurts your back on the mat, making it harder for you to get up due to all the pain. Perhaps even making it harder for Kenny Omega to stop RVD's reign. And RVD looks to continue his reign of terror. And just like rain, he falls from the sky onto a prone human being. Kenny Omega, though, gets up as Omega went for a chop, and RVD blocked it, targeting the backside of Omega again. RVD now Irish whips Omega into the ring. And as we have a beautiful transition, Van Dam now brings Omega into the corner. Omega's not even facing Van Dam as Van Dam is up and he hits him with the Tornado DDT. Kenny Omega, a man from Canada, not really prone to what a tornado is like, but I'll tell you this, it hurts just like that sequence, followed up by a drop kick into the bottom lower corner. RVD lifts up Omega, but Omega is still standing. A V-trigger! Oh, grade A V-trigger knocks Van Dam out silly. He's onto the outside of the ring. Kenny Omega now stalks RVD. Oh, what could this be? What could this be? A spinning Michinoku driver onto the outside. Kenny Omega has momentum on his side. Can he keep up the good vibes in his favor as he slams Van Dam face first, and he follows it up with a leaping knee to the face. Kenny Omega back into the ring, lifts up his adversary. Went for a strike, but Van Dam counters. RVD now grabs Kenny, brings him up the corner, goes into the corner, into a sunset flip. Normally a sunset flip goes into a surprise roll-up by the oppressor of the move, but Kenny Omega, too smart, too savvy in the ring. I think RVD knew he shouldn't waste his energy on trying to hit Kenny Omega with a surprise pinfall. That wouldn't work, but that worked. The Snapmare into a picture-perfect kick to the face as, oh my goodness gracious, the 5-star splash from the top rope. RVD gonna put him away, but no, that would have been a mega upset. CM Punk was watching that maneuver with both eyes locked on the screen somewhere. And oh no, Kenny Omega now has control. Kenny Omega sends RVD to the outside of the ring. You don't tell me. Don't tell me the fans are looking forward to it. I know what's next. Tope con Hilo onto the outside. Spine first. Goes Van Dam onto that solid steel concrete known as the floor. The mats are thinner. As somebody who's on a keto diet, oh no, Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega flies again onto Van Dam. Anything you can do, I can do better. Especially when it comes to soaring through the sky. Kenny Omega trying to be the JetBlue Airlines to RVD's Spirit. Oh no, and as Omega sends RVD back into the ring. Off the top. Look out. Moonsault does not connect as Van Dam gets the knees up. RVD, such a talented wrestler. He's won tag team championships, intercontinental championships, WWE championships, and of course ECW championships worldwide. RVD looks to defeat Kenny Omega and put his name in the hat for potential challengers at Adam Cole and his WWE championship come WrestleMania. And we have a mega announcement about that here tonight, but Kenny Omega still puts up a fight, gets the knees up from Van Dam, who went for the 5-star. Van Dam counters. Van Dam sends Omega into the left corner. Oh no, but Kenny Omega blocks it. RVD counters that one. Back and forth and back and forth. Both superstars aren't letting any of them get any momentum on their side. Rolling Thunder Driver by Van Dam, who goes up again. A second 5-star attempt, not complete. Kenny Omega rolling elbow strike. Discus elbow, rolling elbow, whatever you want to call it. All that matters is that it's going to stun the hell out of your opponent. And RVD doesn't know where he is tonight. And Kenny Omega looks to show him. Oh no. Omega went for a strike, but Van Dam still has life left in him. Can Van Dam whip out the courage to put away Omega? But Omega with a knee to the face in the corner. Kenny Omega lifts up RVD. Oh no. The move nobody's ever kicked out of, the one wicked Angel completed. Kenny Omega defeats RVD in a great opener. Kenny Omega puts an exclamation point next to his name by beating one of WWE's best in the ring. Kenny Omega has a beef with this man, CM Punk. What the hell? He's back. CM Punk now with a clothesline to Omega, and CM Punk now. Oh no, he brings out the table. CM Punk has been wanting this to happen for so long. He's been tortured and tormented by the attacks of Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers, and he's looking to put all that to sleep here tonight. GTS. Anyway, CM Punk sets up the table. Things are not looking good for Omega. CM Punk has Omega staggering. Oh man, Punk just said WrestleMania. CM Punk just said WrestleMania as he puts Omega through the table. Could this be what we see in 3 short weeks? With a vicious elbow and a one-kick drop kick. A one-legged drop kick as Kingston, oh no, he's up high, and he's down low for the second time in this match. Kofi Kingston with a one-handed axe handle. Kingston's up. Kofi Kingston's up on top of the ladder. Can Kingston do it? Can he do it? Yes! Kofi Kingston relives his destiny. Kofi Kingston wins the Intercontinental Championship.
Here's your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion, Kofi Kingston.
Well, Seth Rollins is still angry at Kofi Kingston for what? For winning the Intercontinental Championship? Give me a break. Anyway, it's time to bask in this man's glory, as 2 weeks ago this man did not feel any glory. In fact, he felt the wrath of Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar still pissed at Keith Lee for eliminating him in the Royal Rumble, ruining his chances at winning the WWE Championship. Keith Lee has not been happy, obviously, with Lesnar since. Let's hear what he has to say in the ring right now. Oh man, a colossal matchup, and it's set. Our first official matchup is down for the record books when it comes to WrestleMania status, as Brock Lesnar takes on Keith Lee live in Las Vegas. That is 3 weeks from today, June 13th. What an epic matchup that'll be. And speaking of epic matchups, next week, the Elimination Chamber returns, as it's gonna hold 6 men competing for an opportunity to challenge Adam Cole in the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. In it first is the Rated R superstar Edge. Who else is in it? Well, it's the Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre. Cesaro is looking to bring his swing to the ring in the form of winning the Elimination Chamber. The Celtic Warrior, Cesaro's former tag team partner, will be in the matchup alongside this man, the show-off Dolph Ziggler, and of course, you can't have a big money matchup without John Cena. That is live next week, as the winner of this megastar matchup will take on Cole at WrestleMania. And the path for a matchup at WrestleMania continues for these two women in our main event tonight, as it's the main event of the first round of the Women's Championship Tournament. Charlotte Flair, the Queen, attacked Bianca Belair on her debut episode of Thursday Night Fight Night after a hard-earned victory over the Glamazon Beth Phoenix. Charlotte Flair has been on Bianca's radar ever since that beatdown. And here tonight, Bianca will have her opportunity to exact her revenge on the Queen. Charlotte Flair has won over 10 different championships on her WWE main roster run so far, looking to win much more and eventually defeat her dad's record of 16 world championships. Can she get to it before John Cena? Well, only time will tell, and championship victories will help in the form of Charlotte's goals. Anyway, the Queen comes into the ring, such an epic performer, such a great athlete, a gymnast is Charlotte Flair, but Bianca Belair doesn't care. She's gonna use her hair to beat down Charlotte fair and square. And speaking of the devil, here it comes, the EST of WWE looking to be the BST in this matchup. Oh, and wait a minute, look at that! Bianca Belair, a tribute to the former women's champions of WWE past, bringing back the old belt for just one matchup. No, Bianca is not an official champion, but she's just showing her respect to the legacy of those such as Michelle McCool, Lita, Trish Stratus, Mae Young, so many more, Molly Holly, Jacqueline, Ivory. So many legends and women's trailblazers have held that exact belt. Bianca Belair strolls down to the ring with around her waist, looking to become a women's champion in her own right by winning this tournament. And it will continue. This is the first main event in rounds when it comes to our tournament quarterfinal, as Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair will be the last matchup of this round. The winner takes on Bayley in next week competition at the Elimination Chamber show. Anyway, we have some breaking news on the Hardcore Championship. In 3 weeks' time, we will have a gauntlet match to crown a new Hardcore Champion. That's the go-home show for WrestleMania, as Vader decided to retire undefeated, and I think he rightfully so deserves it. That is in 2 weeks' time after the Elimination Chamber, the go-home show for WrestleMania. Anyway, both women are now grappling up as Charlotte Flair really ticked off a lot of the Raw Women's Division on the Raw after WrestleMania 37, where she said, "I don't take opportunities, I am the opportunities." And the question is, how did Charlotte get this opportunity in the first place in this matchup tonight? She beat down Bianca Belair. Originally, it was supposed to be Bianca Belair versus, get this, Sasha Banks in the first round of our tournament. But after Charlotte beat down Bianca, Bianca did everything in her power to get this matchup against the Queen on our show tonight. So I really disagree with Charlotte when she says that she doesn't take any opportunities away from women. And Bianca looks to create her own opportunity in the form of advancing in this tournament as she hits Charlotte Flair with an arm whip, flipping her down to the canvas. Bianca Belair now. Shades of the Ultimate Warrior with a splash, covered by Belair, and a kick out not even at 1. Bianca Belair won the SmackDown Women's Championship in the main event of Night 1 at WrestleMania 37 against Sasha Banks. I was there live, let me tell you, it was a beautiful, beautiful scene, and Bianca Belair looks to have so many more great moments, and she can only do that in this tournament if she overcomes the Queen. Anyway, Bianca Belair gets caught in an arm wrench by Mrs. Flair, but Flair gets hit with an elbow by Belair. Bianca Belair sends Charlotte over the ropes, and Bianca now, look at this. This is the Olympic strength we all know and have come to love by Bianca. Beautiful vertical standing suplex into the ring. Down goes Charlotte. Bianca Belair now takes a moment to herself to rethink a game plan in this matchup. Bianca now with a snapmare into a wrenching of the head-leg maneuver. This is what the pro wrestling fans call a rest hold, but I think rest holds are important. They wear down your opponent, and eventually, the more rest holds a wrestler really puts on their opponent, the less energy they'll have in the long run in the form of a matchup. As not exciting as they are to see, unlike this maneuver, a schoolboy, they can be effective. Charlotte Flair kicks out at 1 in that roll-up. Anyway, look at that. Bianca takes down Charlotte. Look at those hammer fists by Belair connecting to the face. Oh my goodness. Anyway, Belair looks to use that momentum on her side, but Charlotte gets out of harm's way. Charlotte went for a spear, and Belair counters. Bianca with an alley-oop facebuster, but oh man, a landing more awkward than a middle school date night. Bianca Belair sends Charlotte Flair into the ropes. Those ropes hurt, folks. They may look soft, but they're steel solid cables. And if you hit it face first, that's not going to do well for you in the long run. Anyway, Charlotte Flair kicks out at 1 there from that maneuver as Bianca now stalks her opponent. But Charlotte counters. Charlotte, beautiful neck breaker there as she flipped through and finished that move with speed, agility, and of course success, as Charlotte now goes for clotheslines. A second one by Flair, but Flair went for a third one, a leaping clothesline, as Bianca didn't let that one happen, but Bianca took too much time to not take advantage of that opportunity as Charlotte comes off as successful on that leaping clothesline attempt on her second try. But that spear attempt did not work as Bianca with a shoulder tackle. Bianca Belair now, a second splash to Flair. Bianca now lifts up Charlotte. Oh no, don't tell me. Not a second alley-oop facebuster. And now, Bianca looks for the trifecta, and she does it with an even more awkward landing for Charlotte Flair than the first alley-oop facebuster. Anyway, Bianca looked to go for a standing body slam right there, but Flair gets out of harm's way. And Flair now picks up Bianca and slams her down onto the leg. Charlotte Flair brings the arm out and just stomps on it. Oh no, she's going to extend the arm out again and stomps on it. Charlotte Flair has no remorse here on this one. But Bianca with a kick up and Bianca with a shoulder tackle. Where the hell did Bianca get that spree of momentum from? Anyway, Charlotte Flair back up on her feet, picks up Bianca. Oh, man. Oh, man. A backpack stunner. Stunning the audience here tonight who didn't see that move coming. Just like this, the figure four, just like her daddy, into her own modified version of the move, the figure eight. This one hurts, folks. Asuka fell victim to this move at WrestleMania 34 as it ended her winning streak. And look at the paint on Bianca's face. But Bianca gets the wherewithal to get out of that one. Bianca Belair is safe from that move as she hits Charlotte with another schoolboy. Could this be it? Went for the 2, but a kick out at 2.5. Bianca goes up high risk, and that's why you call it high risk. Charlotte brings her down. Anyway, Bianca with kicks to Charlotte. Scoop slam. Absolutely perfectly done. And now Bianca, another scoop slam. A la Hulk Hogan body slamming Andre the Giant at WrestleMania. Bianca Belair looks to use the body slam in her path to victory. Anyway, Bianca Belair with a backbreaker to Flair, and now picks up Charlotte and shades of her first opponent on Fight Night. The glam slam to Charlotte Flair a la Beth Phoenix. Bianca's amazing encounter with that woman will go down as one of the best matches in our show's history. It was the first match that we've ever broadcasted. Anyway, Bianca Belair rolls outside the ring, leaving Charlotte all alone in it, as now the ref with a count of 1. Bianca gets back in the ring fast as Bianca lifts up Charlotte. Could she be going for it? There it is, the KO. Gideon, could it lead to the 1, 2, 3? It does. Bianca Belair advances to the next round. What a matchup. Bianca Belair gets vengeance on Charlotte Flair after she had attacked her on the inaugural episode of Fight Night. Bianca Belair now goes to the next round next week against Bayley. I can't wait to see that one at the Elimination Chamber. Anyway, Bianca Belair looks to eliminate all of her opponents on her path to championship success. She only has one more victory to get, and then she'll be a stacked shoo-in for a matchup at WrestleMania for the Women's Championship. But what is stopping Belair on her path? Let's look at the bracket. As you can see, Io Shirai beat Becky Lynch, and Asuka beat Ember Moon. They will face off in 2 weeks' time. And next week, it'll be Bayley and Bianca. And the winner of this match is a shoo-in for the Women's Championship matchup at WrestleMania Vegas. What a contest that'll be, and what is looking to be a great 2-match show next week. But this isn't next week. This is tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, from the depths of hell, rising up from Death Valley, the Undertaker is here. It's WrestleMania season, and who else can you expect to see? The one who likes to bury in the form of taking his opponents down to hell. The Undertaker looking to cast his spell on WrestleMania Las Vegas, obviously having that 21 incredible back-to-back-to-back match winning streak at the form of WrestleMania's past. The Undertaker looks to make his name and his claim to fame on this year's Showcase of the Immortals. And you can't call it a Showcase of the Immortals without the Dead Man. The Undertaker, we all thought he was done after WrestleMania 36, where he defeated AJ Styles in what was a great Boneyard matchup. He even brought back the American Badass. But it turns out the Undertaker wants one more in-ring matchup. That was a cinematic matchup that took place in the confines of a boneyard. And this matchup come Vegas that the Undertaker is perhaps proposing tonight. We don't know with who. It looks to be in the confines of the squared circle. Just the Undertaker, his presence, his in-ring gear, the way he walks down to the ring, the way the fans react to him, it just shows and tells you that this man is a megastar. The Undertaker has been in the ring with some of WWE's greatest of all time. The Big Show, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Mr. McMahon, Mick Foley, Edge, Triple H, John Cena, AJ Styles, Ric Flair, Mark Henry, just to name a few. But out of all of those incredible performers, my favorite opponent of The Undertaker is Shawn Michaels. They've had those two classic matches at those back-to-back WrestleManias, being 25 and 26, where The Undertaker defeated Shawn Michaels on both occasions. I don't know how that didn't get rated 5 stars by Dave Meltzer, because by standards of most wrestling fans, including myself, their match at WrestleMania 25 is considered to be the greatest matchup in WrestleMania history, if not the greatest match in all of WWE history. It really shows you that how even over the years, The Undertaker has aged like fine wine. And the fans obviously showing their appreciation for the legend, the future first ballot Hall of Famer, no question about that. It's great to see The Undertaker back. What's he gonna... Wait a minute. I was gonna say, what's he gonna say? But it looks like The Undertaker not doing a lot of talking. As... Did the lights just turn out on him? Did the power just go out? When the hell have the lights ever turned out on the Phenom? Well, anyway, this is getting eerie. This is a weird sight. I'm uncomfortable. Oh, wait. I recognize this. I recognize this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a superstar that has been compared to The Undertaker ever since he stepped foot inside of a WWE ring. The Dutch Destroyer, Aleister Black. What the hell is this man doing here? Oh my goodness gracious. He's coming down to confront the dead man. What could Aleister Black be thinking? Confronting The Undertaker? Don't listen to what people tell you. It's just a comparison, Aleister. Anyway, Aleister Black has had a successful run in NXT, a former NXT champion. He's had some classic matches with the likes of Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole and Tommaso Ciampa at takeovers. But does it look like Aleister Black is taking over The Undertaker's spot when it comes to being the most deadliest superstar in all of the WWE? And just like The Undertaker, you can see the similarities between these two. Walking very methodically down to the ring. But in the ring, they have very different styles. Aleister Black uses high-flying maneuvers like moonsaults and sharp strikes like kicks to hit his opponents and inflict pain and damage. While The Undertaker uses right hands and left hands, a more really old-school way of beating down your opponent. I guess it's a battle of generations we're seeing here tonight. What the hell could this mean? Oh my god. Have you ever thought you'd see something as awesome as this? But wait a minute! What the hell? What the hell? Aleister Black with a black mask to The Undertaker. What the hell is Aleister Black thinking? Aleister Black just black masked The Undertaker? He just knocked him out with one swift kick. What the hell could this mean for WrestleMania? How is The Undertaker going to respond? Could this be a match we see? Good night, everybody! Oh my god.